And in this space right here, we're gonna solve all of our problems. Welcome back, guys, to another episode from the UniCraft server. I'm just making some concrete right here because we need to get started on our mine shaft. Mine. We gotta get started on our mine. Words, yeah. What I'm talking about is the... Oops. Did not mean to do that. We have a beacon here now, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes to get things right. But I'm talking about the ginormous dome thing that we're gonna place out in the water. I'm just gonna hop into Cheatycam right over here by our beacon. We're going to have some kind of glass top over this crevice right here. And then we're going to make a ginormous mine, kind of like a quarry, underwater quarry. That's going to go all the way down into the bedrock. Maybe even down below the bedrock. You never know. Anyway, I'm going to need to grab a whole bunch of concrete because I reckon we're going to need some that is actually concrete and not just powder. I think 2 stacks will be enough. Most of this is going to be underwater anyway, so when we place down the powder, it's going to turn right into concrete. So that's not a whole big deal. We also have some orange for the fastening brackets over the whole thing. And yeah, this is gonna be kinda nice, I think. We really do need a proper place to go mining, and we should also fix the floor down here, and we're gonna make a storage system today. It's gonna be absolutely great. I think I have touched one of the signs. You know what? I think we might actually do a full dome on this, because... Now, first of all, it would be absolutely epic to have a completely open mineshaft like that and have a big quarry inside. And second of all, this is going all the way to the surface, which means that we can have a thing like a crown on top here, which is open. And then we have another way in, because that's always nice when you're flying around with your elytra and you want to get in somewhere. And, you know, I don't really have a lot of entrances to this underwater system right here. I have the little door over there and, of course, the base hub. But I think that might actually be quite nice. So, you know what? Let's do a short little time lapse and get this dome up. Oh man, that actually turned out quite beautiful. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm very happy with this. This is a large space. Oh my goodness. Now, before you point it out, yes, I know that it's not a perfect sphere, but that's okay. I'll work with it. It turns out that the shapes that you get from Mini HUD aren't actually fantastic, but you know, it's okay. I can work with it. It's gonna be fine. So what the plan is down here is to make kind of a quarry. So we're gonna dig ourselves down. We're going to have all of the stuff and things going on here. But there is a lot of water, of course, because this is an ocean and there's, of course, waterlogged caves pretty much all the way around here. So we're going to spend a lot of time, with sponges, trying to get all of this out. I think that will be okay. It's not going to be a super big deal to get that done. I'd say we'll probably get this done in one stream. But the flat spaces up here are definitely going to be something that we do now. I would like this to be kind of a woody, rustic, stony kind of place with some some piles of ores laying around. Maybe we'll have a couple of mine carts on a couple of tracks that aren't connected to anything, and kind of make this platform right here the platform where we have the overview of everything. So the stuff over here should definitely be a couple blocks down. We can probably taper it off over there. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'll tinker a little bit, see if we can get something nice. I think we have kind of a sort of decent layout now. I think we're going to be, we're going to be removing most of this water, if not all of this water. So I think we'll have some platforms like this, tapering it off over there, go even further down here, and then have a bunch of stuff and things and retaining walls and stuff. So on this platform here, I've been trying to texture the boards a little bit. I need more stairs in here. I'm not sure if I have any wood on me right now. No, I don't. But as you can see, I have a lot of weird stuff in my inventory, and that's because, well, it's a quarry, so there needs to be a lot of stuff that is laying about. So in this corner over here, maybe we'll have like some diamonds piled up, and maybe over here we'll have some redstone that's kind of up like so. And then we can kind of go around and do this with a whole bunch of different blocks and make it feel like there's actually something going on here. Because that's something that is really important when you're building in Minecraft. It's important to make it feel like it's alive. You know, there's stuff happening here. It's not just for show. There's life, there's things, there's actually something, and it has a purpose. So I'm going to walk around here and I'm going to plop down some blobs of stuff and things, just to make sure that there's a little bit of interesting stuff to look at here, and then we'll see what it looks like when we're done. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Now we have a feeling of something going on here immediately when we walk in here. I think this pile needs a little bit more work because they're kind of in there and it doesn't really feel right. So this one I have to redo. But it really feels nice with a little bit of TNT and some piles of all of the different things that you would expect to find in a mine. So we have some cobble, we have some deep slate, there's tuff and granite and andesite, and of course ores. And once you walk through here, these ones I'm going to fill with lava so that they kind of sparkle a little bit more. And we have a couple of shards on the floor here and some piles of stuff and things. We'll get some minecarts in here as well, gathered around. Now that we've started with our quarry, one thing becomes glaringly obvious, and that is we don't really have a storage. And that's what this space is going to be. We talked a little bit about it last time. I've done some digging since then, I've done some mathing, and I've figured out what kind of storage we're going to have in this space, and that is going to be a multi-item sorter. And if you're into that kind of stuff and you know what I'm talking about, then the one I'm going to be using is based off of the Mooney Miss, which is the Mooney multi-item sorter. I'm changing a couple of bits though, and the placement of them. I'm going to move the item gate to over here, which is the, well, basically the item input that all of the items go through to make sure that they are dispensed through the system at a speed that can be handled, which is almost hopper speed. So it's not super fast, but it'll do. It'll do. This season isn't all about maximum efficiency. It's about what's cool and what feels good. And that's why we have the base the way we have it. It's not super efficient, but man, is it fun. And then next to the, or well, in front of, when you think about the input chain, in front of the item gate, we will also have a shulker unloader, which means that I can plop my full shulkers in here, or partially full shulkers in here, and they will be emptied and put into a separate storage, so we can always access our empty shulkers, and then the items will be dispersed throughout the system. And this is going to take a lot of tinkering to get all of this right, because the slices are kind of strange. I don't quite remember how the mechanism works even for the Mooney system. So, you know, that's a bit of a thing, which means that if something goes wrong, it might be a little bit difficult to troubleshoot, but I'm sure we'll remember once we run into problems. And of course, I do have a schematic for this to make sure that I do it right. So I think that what we're going to do now is I'm going to build up the input chain right here, which is going to sit in this little square. And then I'm going to build up a couple of slices on this wall right here so that we can see how the system is going to be used. And now we have a little bit of stuff made, so as you can see, we have a frame for it now. It kind of looks the way it's supposed to. I haven't completed the vertical design yet, but we have our shulker input right here. We have our item input right there for non-shulker stuff, and then we have one slice made right here with a multi-sorting sorter at the top. So what we have here is a shulker unloader. We put the shulkers in there, it pops out there, puts all the items into this chest, and puts the shulker out into this line. So the shulker is popped out into a water stream and ends up in this chest over here. So this is where we're going to have all of our shulkers. I'll probably fill this up completely. We have 3 double chests in here, so we got 2 buffer chests and this one. Then over here, I reckon that 1 normal chest of shulker input is more than enough. It's going to take a long time to sort out all of the stuff anyway. Now this chest right here is just directly connected to this water stream right here. I was in the beginning connecting this to the item gate, but having the item gate input to a water stream made it so that the items were coming too fast into the slice, so it would jam up because we're not completely at hopper speed. We're slightly below hopper speed here, so that was kind of a mess. So I had to move the item gate up to the top here, and then the item gate is inputting directly into the first slice. This item gate right here just makes sure that the items are dispensed at a proper speed. So there's just a little bit of a timer here. And then we have the chest up top here. That's where we're going to set our multi-item filter. And then the hopper below that has the filter items to allow just one item through at the time. And it actually works. Now let me see. I have a shulker right in here. If we put, say, 7 diorite and maybe a couple of gold. Do we have any gold? I have a lot of gold there. Do we have any gold here? Yeah. So up here, this is the filter chest. This is where I'm going to just swap out the filter item for an actual item. So if I do, for example, put stone in here, like this, then we're also filtering stone through here. So let's do that actually. Let's go over here, put the diorite and the gold and the stone into this. Let's do separate like so, because then we have filter, not filter, filter. And then we just boop that into our shulker input right here, hop into CheetahCam, and see it work. So down here we should see the shulker come out after a while. All of the items are being dispensed right there, coming in, coming up here, right into this. Oh yeah, I just saw the shulker pop out. You see all of the items are coming into the item gate, and then you see it working right here. So if we pop down now, we have those 4, we have the gold coming in. That means that this here right there should have the diorite, which it does, which is amazing. So that hopper right there is the one that's going to connect to the B slice, being right here. But yeah, this is going to be absolutely amazing. So what I need to do now is make the rest of the slices over there, maybe a couple more slices over here, and then we need to start thinking about what kind of items do we want filtered with what, and then we gotta group things together. I'm thinking we'll do slices all the way to the wall here. Considering that we're going this far forward, we're gonna have to have, yeah, we can fit 1, 2 slices here. So we'll probably do that actually to maximize the space. And then we'll have probably 2 slices on the other side and then go along this wall with a bunch of slices and then have some slices in the back right there. I think that should be enough. It's quite a lot of chests, and considering that we're doing multi-item sorting, I think we should be okay. And at this point, of course, if you have any good ideas on how to sort things, how to get this efficient in terms of grouping the items, let me know down in the comments. I'll make sure to look at them and see if there's any ideas we can implement here. And it's gonna be absolutely amazing to have this storage up and running so we don't have to live in a chest monster. And speaking of chest monster, it's already starting to build up here. I mean, there's just a mess everywhere, and this, and this, and this, and it's just a mess. Okay, yeah, that's... okay, enough ranting. Let's build some slices. Oh, we have been doing stuff for a while now, and finally we have a bunch of slices built. I made it all the way over there. I made these guys. I did not make any on the wall over there because I realized that if we did that, we would just end up in the ocean. We kind of did that over here as well, so those stones you see there, on the other side of those, that's the ocean. So we're going to have to do some terraforming on the outside at some point, but oh my, this is fantastic. I decided to go lower with the floor because I needed more chests. I have also started putting a little bit of stuff in here for now, just so that I could use a little bit of storage down here while building these, the mass amount of of slices over here. But yeah, we're going to be making some changes to this platform as well, make it kind of nice to walk down here. I think I might pull this back a little bit as well, but it's working. It's working very nicely, and as you can see, I'm planning on making 6 more slices over here. We will have in total 25 slices. 25! That's a whole bunch of slices. Considering that we can sort, let's see, what is that, 54? 54? I think it's 54. 54 items per chest. Yeah. So that's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. As you can see in this guy, I have a whole bunch of stuff. And even in this one, with all of the redstone stuff and things, I'm not sure if I can reach it from down here or no, I can't. So I'm going to need to put up some kind of scaffolding solution to get access to those. But it's working fantastically. I've tested it. It's going to go just fine. I've added this little scaffold right here so that I can get to my overflow chest, which is right there, because I obviously haven't built the last 6 slices. But oh my goodness, we have 19 categories. As I mentioned earlier, though, if you have any good ideas on how to group things to get the items into these slices, please tell me down in the description, because I'm gonna need some help to brain out all of this stuff, you know. It's gonna be in total 25 categories, and potentially we'll do something for bulk storage. I'm not quite sure how to solve that yet, but we'll see. And speaking of chest monsters, I seem to have created another one. Well, the point of this chest monster is, however, to sort stuff out. What I would like to do is go around, set some filters, and see if we can't just sort all of this stuff. Now, of course, the one that I had some... there we are. Scaffolding in. Well, actually, this one can just go straight in there, can't it? And then it should just end up in here at some point. But I would like to do some filter stuff and things. I think we should probably start over here, so I'll just add this up here, and then we'll just walk on over there. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. So let me set some filters, and let's see how this goes. Now, this took a long time. I have been setting filters for a while now. Now, I'm noticing that I can't really make all the categories that I want. So we're definitely going to need to do some more stuff. Now, I believe that you guys might have better ideas than I do. You guys are probably a lot smarter than me, though, so maybe give me some good ideas. That'd be great. But if we start here, we're gonna have some stone varieties. We got cobblestone varieties, and then we have diorite, granite, and andesite varieties, and then we have tuff varieties, and then deep slate varieties. Now, the ones that I have in my inventory currently are the filters, and then up here, I believe we have some sand and gravel, dirt and grass, and then we got redstone stuff and things. We have logs of all sorts. I don't really have a lot of different logs to put in here at the moment, but this is going to be where all of the logs go. And this is going to be where all of the planks go. And then here are all the different varieties of stuff and things. Then we get to copper stuff and light blocks. Then we have concrete and concrete powder, all of the dyes. And then we have some miscellaneous stuff and things that maybe could be grouped with something else. Then we have ores and different, rarities, I suppose. Mob drops. And at the end we have glass. And that's it. So it's going to be very interesting to see now. Let's see, we have all of these blocks, so I'll just yeet that into there, and then we'll just start kind of, throwing stuff in and see what comes out to the output. Now, what I could do, actually, is make another output buffer, because then we can actually just throw everything in there, and if it's not more than a double chest's worth of stuff, then it should be quite nice. Yeah, I think we'll just add our shulkers in here now and see what comes out at the end. I'll just double check the shulkers, just for a sec, to make sure that things end up kind of sort of where they need to be, so that we don't have chests with a whole bunch of items that we haven't put in there, like, where is it? We had a shulker that was, this one, that's full of food. So this one, I'll just take all of this out, and then I'll just chuck that in there. And then it should kind of be okay. And after AFKing for a while, all of the shulkers are gone, pretty much. I mean, we still have some stuff here that we didn't get into the system, but oh my goodness, stuff is looking great. There's not a lot of tuff in here. I thought we had more than that, but I'm not quite sure where I've put it, to be honest. But I think this is absolutely fantastic. We have stuff going all the way over here. We have a bunch of stuff over here in this end, so everything went well there. We do have quite a lot of stuff that ended up in the overflow chests. So I need to set some filters for like this kind of stuff and make sure that we get that sorted. But other than that, I'd say that this is pretty dang good. And that has been a fantastically productive episode, if I may say so myself. We have now a mining dome, we have a place to build our quarry, and we've gotten started on the absolutely fantabulous storage system. I'm gonna need some more slices, definitely gonna make those between episodes, and then I'm gonna have to think about what we're gonna do with maybe some bulk storage for like stone and cobble and that kind of stuff. And see if we can figure those things out. But oh my goodness, this has been fantastic. If you're watching all the way to the end, I would like to say thank you so much. It's, my goodness, it just warms my heart that there are so many new people watching my episodes. It's fantastic. Now, if you want to be part of the community, I do have some social links down in the down there. Amongst other, there's a link to my community Discord where we're starting to get a couple people in now. So if you want to be part of that and grow this community and have some good, happy, chill vibes, that's where to go. Now, I've been Jack, and that's it for now. Bye-bye.